Today we're going to talk about politicians selling out the Constitution and then having the gall to say piss off to their own constituents. These people think that they have power, that they're important. Every politician needs to understand that you only have that seat because people elected you, hopefully. And in one case, I'm going to tell you, that didn't happen either. And it's not Joe Biden. But government doesn't have any power unless they have the consent of the governed. So you are just pawns who are employed by us. You are nobody special. All of you, regardless if you're with us or against us. I'm going to tell you a couple stories here. The first one happened, I learned about last night, and that is over in Colorado. Colorado is in the process of fighting off a potential assault weapon ban. And Rocky Mountain Gun Owners is the state organization there that I'm talking about here. They brought about 200,000 petitions to the Capitol and dispersed them to each member I'm assuming with their constituents to each member. They sorted them and whatever, okay? Well, they got some information that one of the aides, and wait till you see this video because this aide is a pompous kid, just kind of smug. And then, so this information came that this aide was tearing up these petitions and throwing them in the trash. So, to their credit, Rocky Mountain Gun Owners circled back, went to that office of Representative Chad Clifford, who's also a pompous ass clown. Yeah, I said that, Chad. You're an ass clown. And they confronted this aide, and then the pompous ass clown became so pompous, like, if you want to talk to me, I'm here. Watch this video because I think it's important for you to see it as it happened and people saying things of their own mouths without me having to translate anything. And then we'll be back, and I'm going to tell you that this is a vertical video. That's how it was posted, so you'll have to deal with that. I'll be right back.
Really nice of them.
Really? Those the ones you guys were throwing away?
I witnessed it, actually. Yeah, you were.
I mean, what do you expect people to do? Keep this on the desk all day?
Not throw them away.
Pay attention to things that
We
people
didn't.
give a shit about, probably.
Not disrespect our constituents.
So it's good to know that Representative Clifford thinks that you guys should just throw messages from
No,
his
you never gave
constituents
me.
a day.
You never gave me permission to do that. He didn't do any of that.
Well,
That was
you
me.
work for him, so all right. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us a
If you'd like to
lease.
talk to Representative Clifford, I'm here.
He's right here. Let's do
Oh,
it.
love to.
By all means.
Are those from my constituents?
Yes, sir, they are. And
I'd like to see them.
well, your aide here
Can-
threw a bunch of them away.
Can you open that and see if any of those are from my constituents?
Here. Kept one of them.
That's Littleton. That's not my constituent.
Those are the ones you gave.
We have a bunch of them from Centennial, Greenwood Village, all across House District 37.
If you've got stuff from my constituents, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, apparently your aide threw them away already. We had people that stopped by there earlier. They said they saw him tearing them up and throwing them in the trash can, which he admitted to doing.
You know, there's a much more effective way to advocate for your cause and delivering a whole bunch of papers to an office that already has a bunch of papers. If only there was something like email or...
Well, there's also a much more effective way to respect your constituents and not throw papers away that we're delivering.
I mean, quite frankly, if we send an email, they'd probably end up in junk anyway. I mean, we're delivering these. You're not the only one who's getting them. All 65 members of the State House are getting them. And we have individuals, we have over 200,000 people that signed these petitions saying that they do not want an assault weapons ban. And we had gave them a promise that we were going to deliver them to every office in the Capitol. And I'm very disappointed and honestly kind of concerned that your staff thinks it's okay to throw away messages from constituents. Because these are the people that you work for. I know you weren't elected. I know you got it on a vacancy committee. So you're going to have to answer for that in November.
Yes, I will.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. Have
Have a good day.
All right, so Chad, he's not a Chad, he's an ass clown. He didn't even get in by running. He was gifted the job by a committee. And vote his ass out come November is my message to you in Colorado. That's your job. If you don't do it, you failed at your job. Get rid of that guy, because you could tell by the way he acted, he thinks he's more important than you lowly constituents. And He obviously doesn't value your opinion that you took time to write out, and they were delivered to his office. They're supposed to inventory that. It's supposed to hold weight, but he showed you what happens with these anti-gun, woke-ass politicians. They don't care what you think. They just want power, and they want to limit you to increase their power. And here, they want to take away guns that have been legal since the beginning of this country, since before the country was a thing. It's insane. So deal with him, and that's not the only one you have that's a problem in Colorado, and those who live there, you know that. Let's give you a story about Tennessee. I made a quick mention yesterday about some issues here in Tennessee, and rightfully so. People in Tennessee and outside who might be thinking of moving here, they wanted to know more. Well, I'll tell you that I spent the entire day at the Capitol, took part in several committee hearings in the Senate and the House, got to meet several members of the House of Representatives, a couple senators, and I'll tell you, we have some solid ones. There were 10 or 15 that were in this area, in this luncheon that I was able to be in. And I spoke with a couple of them. I'm going to tell you some that right off have earned my respect, and I am willing to work with them to further the Second Amendment here in the state of Tennessee and fix some issues. Chris Todd, Representative Chris Todd, solid cat. Representative Monty, I always screw up names, Fritz, Fritts. I talked to him after hearing him speak and testify on a bill. Monty Fritz gets it. Phenomenal. Monty, I've spoken to you twice. Impressed by what you've done. I am here to help you all. Trust me. And Representative Brian Ritchie. Brian Ritchie, solid cat. Talked to him too in detail. He was the one who authored and sponsored the Second Amendment Protection Act, which was looking to bring SAPA to Tennessee. And you know who killed it? You want to know who killed that bill? The Senate leadership in Tennessee. The Senate leadership are a bunch of anti-gun hacks who only care about the dollar bills that they get from big endorsements. And I got this information from the inside. So if you happen to know some of these people and you get this message to them, I hope it pisses them off. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. You know who else is a clown? The Colonel of the Highway Patrol and the Department of Safety. The Department of Safety's attorney kept going up and they would ask her questions about, are you guys for this bill or against this bill? And they came out more often than not against the Second Amendment, against taking away restrictions. The Colonel, it's a different for the Highway Patrol, the Colonel, they were talking about the enhanced permit here in Tennessee and removing and talking about gun-free zones and all that stuff. And he got up and said that we're not in favor of having more guns on the street, specifically long guns in certain areas. They don't want long guns like outside of banks, and they don't want, long guns here or there and everywhere. And then there was a little debate back and forth, like, a long gun operates the same as a pistol. And I'll just say that I was less than impressed with the Colonel of the state police, whose job is to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, not snivel and whine and try to restrict freedoms. So, yeah, Colonel, I'm sure you're going to like me, just like the Colonel in Massachusetts. But yeah, so Rocky Mountain gun owners did good in catching this cat and then getting this pompous Chad Clifford on video being an ass clown. And we got some work to do in Tennessee, and I will be giving you more information going forward because my goal here is to not only identify those who need to go, but actively get rid of them. Guys and gals, I hope this angers you because this is happening in your state too. I don't care where you live. Some people say, well, this is Texas. Yeah, Texas is purple now. People will say, that'll never happen here. It will absolutely happen there. There's an invasion going on in every state, not just at the north and south borders, or north and south borders. It's happening everywhere. And the anti-gun money will keep flowing until they wear you out or catch you not paying attention. That's their game. Guys, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun. You are your own first responder. I cannot stress that enough. We do not get our rights from men and women in suits sitting up on a dais. We don't get our rights from people who work in white buildings in capital cities or in the U.S. Capitol. We have these rights. given to us by our Creator. They're unalienable. They cannot be taken away. Remember that, because it's becoming more apparent that you need those rights. You need those rights to protect yourself. Have a great day.
I know you weren't elected. I know you got it on a vacancy committee. So you're going to have to answer for that in November.
Yes, I will.
Awesome. Thank you for your time. Have
Have
a good day.